And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half.
Brady now on 1st down. And it's a fumble. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. Gets around him, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, hey, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play in this. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
Johnson odds poke 3, football's out, and the Jags grab it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson,
a 5-yard touchdown run. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Brady.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Robinson, a 1st down and then some.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that.
And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive.